This year's Golden Globe nominations. Barbie is up for 9 awards, including Best Musical or Comedy. On the drama side, Oppenheimer is up for 8 Golden Globes, facing off against films including Martin Scorsese's Killers of the Flower Moon and Bradley Cooper's Maestro. Well, Taylor Swift's concert movie is among 8 movies that were nominated in the new Box Office Achievement category. The 81st Annual Golden Globe Awards will air live on Sunday, January 7th, right here on CBS and Paramount Plus. Always a reminder, I need to watch some more movies because they all look good. And that's tonight's CBS Evening News. I'm Nora O'Donnell. Good night.
Find it all at Aqualand. Visit our new showroom on Campbell Lane.
Good evening, and thanks for joining us here tonight for News 40 at 6. I'm Noah Fairber.
And I'm Chris Allen. Welcome into a Monday evening after a beautiful day, a chilly day, but a much calmer day than what we had on Saturday.
I definitely agree, and I'm glad to see more consistency with the weather, not after what we've seen last weekend.
Yeah, it was a crazy day on Saturday. Yesterday, we still had a lot of clouds around, but today we got rid of those clouds. And as you can see from our AAA Systems live cam from downtown Bowling Green, looking at the Justice Center and the Warren County Courthouse to your left, everything is very nice and clear and chilly on top of that. It is going to be a cold night. You can tell already by the temperatures dropping into the 30s. We're still at 40 here in Bowling Green, but other mezzanette sites already close to freezing. And it's a sign of things to come. Overnight tonight, clear and cold with a calm wind. We'll drop down to 27. There is a warm-up coming. We'll take a look at the next 7 days in just a few minutes.
Our top story tonight, one national group aiding in the recovery efforts for Logan County just landed today in the Olmsted area, the Southern Baptist Disaster Relief Teams. The volunteer group estimates they'll be there till around Friday, helping to clean up different places out in the county that have suffered extensive damage. One member of the organization is actually native to Eastern Kentucky, and she helped out over there too. She said regardless of location, they're doing important work for someone.
But see, wherever we're at, we're helping people that are friends and family. Might not be people we know, but it's somebody's friends and somebody's family.
Smith says though the tornado blew through more rural areas, we can't look at the scope of disaster. We need to look at the individual, because regardless of how much damage is done to the area, it's a disaster to that one person. News 40's Michael Ridgway shares more of Logan County's storm story tonight on News 40 at 10. Well, right now, BGMU crews are in Tennessee helping to get the lights back on after an EF2 tornado hit the Hendersonville and Gallatin area. BGMU posted this image early this morning, wishing their crew a safe trip over the next few days to help with restoration efforts. The National Weather Service says winds in that area reached speeds of 125 miles an hour. Well, Saturday's devastation serves as an eerie reminder of what we witnessed as a community just 2 years ago when deadly tornadoes tore through our Warren County community in the dark on December 11th, 2021. 17 people were killed, many others injured, and the landscape of our streets and neighborhoods were unrecognizable. The following day, an EF3 tornado was confirmed here in Warren County. The deadly tornado-producing storms traveled through 4 states and more than 200 miles on December 10th and 11th. Well, a blood drive today to mark that second anniversary of the deadly December 2021 tornadoes ended up serving as a call to action to help our neighbors in Tennessee who are cleaning up after Saturday's devastating storms. You may remember 2 years ago, multiple blood donation sites went up within hours after the storm, inviting our community to help those in need by making a life-saving donation.
The way that the community responded to that tragedy, that entire week, the many people that we met, the stories that we listened to, the tears and laughters and hugs, it was a phenomenal time to be in Bowling Green and watch this community step up, reach out, and help their fellow community members.
If you missed today's Blood Assurance blood drive, there's still time to give. Visit bloodassurance.org to schedule an appointment or find the next scheduled blood drive. The city of Bowling Green, through a FEMA grant, has been approved to design 5 new storm shelters inside the city limits. The project will see one shelter placed in Pettigo Park and another 2 shelters in the Lovers Lane Soccer Complex and Preston Miller Park. The investment in the parks will see them managed by BGPR and will give thousands access to mostly walkable storm shelters.
We're hopeful to see construction within the next 18 to 24 months. In these grant programs, just sometimes things can get delayed. But what they are is it's a resource for the community. And so we're targeting our park systems, specifically our park systems with neighborhoods around them, so that we have a type of shelter that people can walk to during periods of inclement weather.
These shelters will be purpose-built to regional standards and will have room for roughly 150 people in the event of a storm. With the state news now, tomorrow is Inauguration Day in Kentucky, and as you can imagine, the day is filled with plenty of events. Beginning at midnight, Governor Andy Beshear will be sworn in as governor during a private ceremony. Then later tomorrow morning, the more than 100-year-old tradition of Franklin residents bringing ham biscuits and cake to the governor's mansion will kick off the rest of the day. The parade will be followed by the public swearing-in ceremony on the Capitol steps and the governor's inaugural address. First Lady Brittany Beshear says this year's inaugural theme is a celebration of what Kentuckians have overcome in the last few years, from the pandemic to the tornadoes in the west and flooding in the east.
How we have come together and gotten through so many hard times over the past 4 years. How together we have moved forward to arrive where we are today as we build a bright future.
After the Capitol steps, the Grand March begins, where the Commonwealth will hear the sounds of South Central Kentucky's very own Orchestra Kentucky before the night ends with the inauguration ball. News 40 will follow tomorrow's events and bring you the story on air and online at WNKY.com. Well, a deer in Ballard County is the first confirmed case of chronic wasting disease in Kentucky. The disease is similar to mad cow disease and is deadly 100% of the time in deer who catch it. People sometimes call this condition zombie deer. Dylan Payne spoke with the Kentucky Department of Fish and Wildlife today for What Happens Now.
I shot my first deer when I was 6 years old, so done it my whole life, duck, deer, turkey, all of it.
That's Mason Wally. He grew up hunting with his dad and brother, but now hunting deer may be a little different. With the first case of chronic wasting disease in the state, hunters expect changes.
It affects whitetail deer.
Deputy Commissioner for Kentucky Fish and Wildlife, Gabe Jenkins, said the approach for now is to wait and see.
Right now, it's really for us a wait and see. We just found our first detection. We're at the very end of deer season. We're looking at a very, very low deer harvest for the next 3 or 4 weeks to finish the season up. What we want to do is ensure that we put in restrictions and regulations that are not overly burdensome, but also effective.
Increased regulations in 5 West Kentucky counties were the result of a zombie deer in Tennessee. One of those regulations is the banning of deer baiting, and the hunters say the rule doesn't really work.
From what I've gathered, the banning of baiting deer, I'm opposed to it. I think it's a good thing to have. I think if we weren't baiting deer, they would be getting it from multiple other reasons, whether it's drinking the same water, eating off the same corn stalks.
Still to come on News 40 at 6, the University of Pennsylvania's president has stepped down after the events of last week's House hearing on anti-Semitism. The latest details, including why lawmakers want other university presidents to follow suit, in just a bit. But first, Weather Chief Chris Allen is in with a full look at our forecast. You can see the damage that we've seen from the storm reports. He'll tell you a much calmer start to your week right after this.
WNKY News 40, broadcasting live from the German American Bank studio in downtown Bowling Green.
Right now, a brand new move-in ready Jayco home is more affordable than you might think. Jayco Homes has the gift of a low 5.5% 30-year fixed interest rate that's guaranteed for the life of your loan. You'll enjoy open, spacious living, and your home will be protected with our exclusive 210 home warranty, backed by our full-time service department. Find your dream home today at JaycoHomes.com. Yes, you really can be home for the holidays.
The Haven at Massey Springs is a special place. Alzheimer's and dementia residents need a special kind of care. So at the Haven, we take care of your loved one just like family. Our memory care program stimulates minds in a therapeutic environment.
and caters a plan of care as unique as your loved one.
Here at Massey Springs, family takes care of family, and it shows. Schedule your tour with us today.
As a rising patient, I have one doctor, not 4 or 5. And if I need to talk to that doctor and he's not with another patient, he'll come and talk to me. Everything's going real good. I come off of about 19 pills down to 7 now, and I love it. I wouldn't do without it right now.
Horizon PACE is the face of your healthcare. Contact us for more information.
Bowling Green Fireplace and Grill.
At Abound Credit Union, we're for your peace of mind and solutions that are a piece of cake. We're for bills getting smaller and cash flow getting larger. We're for consolidating debt and saving you money, because Abound is for personal loans that bring value for living.
Shop at Fireline Guns and Knives this Christmas. Check out our selection of firearms, knives, candles, coffee, concealed carry purses, and more. Follow us on Facebook for weekly deals and rebate offers. Fireline Guns and Knives in Glasgow.
Shop Fruit of the Loom Brand Shop Outlet for the best last-minute gift ideas this holiday. Plus, this week, save 25% off throughout the store. Find WKU and UK fan gear, sportswear, basketballs, and more, all 25% off through Christmas Eve.
It's the winning season at the Mint Gaming Hall Bowling Green. Win cash or free play with nightly drawings December 25th through the 31st. Bring home the jolly this holiday season at the Mint Gaming Hall Bowling Green. Visit themintgaming.com for more details.
This December, Kelly's All New.
We're back with Weather Chief Chris Allen. Chris, I may not have been in town this weekend, but as I was out in Tennessee a little bit, I was watching some guy on Facebook Live keeping track of all the weather this weekend, and I think his name was Chris Allen, maybe? Something like that.
Well, thank you for watching while you were away from here. Yes, we were streaming.
In all seriousness, I do appreciate you guys
Well,
doing
thank you
that.
very much.
Keeping the community
It was a
informed.
team effort. Noah Moore and Darius Mack all, I think we all did the best that we could given the situation on Saturday, but now things are much calmer. And things are a lot better, and we're not going to have to worry about any more severe weather for a while, at least not this week or even to the weekend, and even the beginning of next week. It looks calm. But here are the two main areas that the National Weather Service sent damage assessment teams out to today and to look at things, and even yesterday. First of all, the EF3 that landed near Olmsted in Logan County, and this is the same one that went through Clarksville earlier and did a lot of damage. Fortunately, that tornado went over more rural areas as we went on into the evening, but about 2:15 is when that struck, and so the winds there were about 115 or so miles per hour. And then the tornado that came through Bowling Green, or just south of Bowling Green near the Rich Pond area, rated an EF1, and all of these are preliminary. They may come back and adjust it a little bit, but the winds there at 90 miles per hour near the Rich Pond area down about South Warren and that part of the county. And we could see that tornado, and both tornadoes actually, during our coverage on Saturday. We're tracking those and watching it gradually weaken as it started to move across our area. Live cam right now, our AAA Systems new weather cam, now just a week old, as it's up on Reservoir Hill, and we're pointing down on the Justice Center and the Warren County Courthouse, and it's a clear sky and a quiet evening right now. The temperature is at 40 with a southwest wind at 6. 25 the dew point, extra dry air now, and it's going to stay that way for the coming days, so that's why the quiet weather that we're going to see from here on out. 45 was our high today, 5 degrees shy of the normal of 50. 25 is where we started this morning. We could land there again tomorrow morning. 32 is where we should be on average. Here's the way things look on the next 40-hour surface map. We've got high pressure in control. The clouds that we saw early this morning have moved away. The flow is out of the south, and that is not helping us warm up all that much because we still have a very dry air mass and we still have a lot of things in place that are just keeping us on the chilly side. In fact, there is a reinforcing dry cold front that is going to come in late tomorrow evening into early Wednesday. With that will come a little bit of a warm up at first, and then we're going to see another colder shot of air on Wednesday. Temporary, though, in that we'll see a few clouds and we'll see a wind coming in from the north and east. But after that, warmer temperatures for a good chunk of the country, seasonably warmer as we get into the rest of this week and even next week before we get into Christmas. We're looking at either near normal or above normal temperatures. Clearing cold tonight, though, 27 under that crystal clear sky. And then tomorrow morning, we are going to see not showers. We should see a little bit of a warm up here as we go through the next several days. I don't know why. There it goes. All right, just had to push the button hard enough. 55 for tomorrow, 50 on Wednesday, then mid-50s to upper 50s as we head into the weekend. And right now, no rain, no storms. All right, here's what's coming up tonight on CBS 40.
I'm attorney Deborah Brose. I am committed to my clients across South Central Kentucky. But don't just take it from me. If you have any trouble receiving Social Security benefits, call our office today for a free consultation.
Electrical needs? Don't compromise on quality. Choose Buck Electric, proudly serving Bowling Green for 27 years. Our licensed electricians are experts in residential and commercial repairs, ensuring your safety and satisfaction. From modern lighting design to essential panel upgrades, we provide quality solutions tailored to your needs. Experience the trust and reliability that comes with over a quarter-century of service. Visit buckelectricbg.com or call us today. Buck Electric, your connection to quality, safety, and experience.
Summer skies, they warm up everything. Then fall comes around, and you know it's getting near. Christmas, my favorite time.
Experience so much Christmas the way Santa does.
Hey, dude, listen up, brother. We're the cartoons, and we've got something for you. Tell them, Julie.
You don't want to miss them this week on Marquee Backstage.
Oh, yeah, brother. The beat goes on.
On December the 16th, on National Wreaths Across America Day, join us at Bowling Green Garden Cemetery on Lover's Lane as we remember our veterans. At 9 a.m., you can help us place a wreath on the headstones of one of our fallen heroes. At 11 a.m., we will have a ceremony to pay tribute to those who have served our country, and we will honor America's active duty military and their families. Join us as we honor our American heroes this holiday season on December the 16th.
Oh, sorry, I'm late. The Late Show with Stephen Colbert, weeknights on CBS.
Hey, Western Kentucky, we've got a look at the last Titans game, a preview of the next Titans game on the Mike Vrabel Show presented by SeatGeek. Come hang out with us.
Watch the Coach Mike Vrabel Show Sunday mornings on WNKY, CBS 40.
It's a season of joy and junk food. If you're worried about putting on holiday weight, you're not alone. In today's Health Minute, we hear from a doctor on ways to avoid packing on those holiday pounds. From holiday cookies to cakes and carbs, overdoing it on holiday treats can be the gift that keeps on giving.
The average person gains about a half a pound to 1 pound during the holiday season.
Dr. Jesse Bracamonte with Mayo Clinic says many people don't lose that weight. Over time, it can add up.
Puts us at risk for problems such as diabetes, heart disease, hypertension, some types of inflammatory problems, such as even some cancers.
Maintaining a healthy weight during the holidays can be hard. Bracamonte says it's okay to enjoy foods you love, but be strategic.
Stay on your focused mealtime plans, which means if you have breakfast, have your breakfast. Stick to your lunch. Try not to overindulge and skip meals.
Bracamonte says to limit sugary drinks and alcohol, which can add empty calories. Remember to keep up with exercise, even a 10-minute walk after or before holiday gatherings. Control your stress level. We tend to eat more when we're stressed, and don't graze at those gatherings.
Have a small plate to place the food on rather than doing the eat and peck method. You tend to eat more calories with that. Having a smaller plate may help to kind of limit those calories.
Finally, slow down and savor the holiday food.
You're typically going to be more conscientious of what goes in your mouth, and plus, what goes in your mouth, you must enjoy.
More than 3 million Americans suffer from chronic fatigue syndrome. That's according to a Friday report from the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. It found that 1.3% of adults had chronic fatigue syndrome between 2021 and 2022. The new findings place a sharp focus on the disease, as it determined that far more people suffer from chronic fatigue than previously estimated. Researchers noted that these numbers may represent an undercount. To national news now, the House is expected to vote to formalize the impeachment inquiry into President Biden on Wednesday. Former Speaker Kevin McCarthy declared the impeachment inquiry on September 27th, but subpoenas from the inquiry will carry more legal weight if the inquiry is approved in the full House. The White House has rebuked House Republicans for continuing to pursue the impeachment inquiry, insisting that Republicans have yet to uncover any evidence of wrongdoing. Well, Special Counsel Jack Smith is asking the Supreme Court to decide whether Donald Trump has immunity from criminal prosecution for alleged crimes he committed while in office. Smith's request marks the first time the High Court would weigh in on the historic prosecution of the former president. The district judge already ruled Trump is not immune from the prosecution. Trump's attorneys argue his alleged actions over the 2020 election results were part of his official duties at the time, and therefore he has presidential immunity. The trial over Trump's alleged efforts to overturn the 2020 election is currently scheduled for early March. In a major shakeup over the weekend at one of the country's leading institutions of higher learning, the University of Pennsylvania's president stepped down. Skylar Henry is on Capitol Hill with that story and why so many lawmakers want other university presidents to follow suit.
More than 500 Harvard professors submitted a petition backing University President Claudine Gay, who is under pressure to resign after last week's congressional hearings on anti-Semitic behavior on college campuses. Gay and the presidents from MIT and the University of Pennsylvania have all come under scrutiny after struggling to answer some questions about their policies.
Calling for the genocide of Jews violates Harvard Code of Conduct, correct?
Again, it depends on the context.
It does not depend on the context. The answer is yes, and this is why you should resign. These are unacceptable answers across the board.
Pence President Liz McGill did just that over the weekend. McGill submitted a resignation letter Saturday, saying it has been my privilege to serve as president of this remarkable institution. Afterwards, Stefanik tweeted, 1 down, 2 to go.
Stefanik is not alone. More than 70 members of Congress from both parties have sent letters to the governing boards of the universities demanding the president step down.
House members say they're launching investigations to look into anti-Semitism on other college campuses as well.
This is not just confined to these campuses. We want to look at Columbia, Cornell, and many, many other institutions.
Harvard President Gay later apologized, saying she should have been clear that threats against Jewish students are unacceptable at Harvard. Skylar Henry, CBS News, Capitol Hill.
Still to come, News 40's Cole Scott is in the studio with a look at your sports. We'll be right back.
Home is more than a house. Wherever you are in your journey of homeownership, German American Bank is here to support you. Our team of dedicated mortgage loan professionals can help you with lending solutions featuring low or no down payment, assistance for closing costs and improvement projects, or even loans specifically for first-time home buyers. We're here to tell you, homeownership is achievable. German American Bank, member FDIC.
Summer skies, they warm up everything. Then fall comes around,
Christmas the way Santa does.
The Leachman Christmas Spectacular is officially back at Leachman Buick GMC. With your in-store vehicle purchase, take home a 55-inch smart TV. With incredible offers on all new and pre-owned inventory, drive home in your new Terrain for as low as $299 a month. Or check out all our deals on wheels at LeachmanAuto.com. And while it's fun to receive, we can't wait to give. Merry Christmas to all, and to all, a 55-inch smart TV.
Just rockin' and rollin', baby.
Cut back tomorrow.
We got you all fixed up. Got it all fixed up for you, man. Let there be light, ma'am.
Looks like she finally called JB.
Right now, a brand new move-in ready Jayco home is more affordable than you might think. Jayco Homes has the gift of a low 5.5% 30-year fixed interest rate that's guaranteed for the life of your loan. You'll enjoy open, spacious living, and your family will be comfortable throughout the year with our exclusive Energy Smart technology. Find your dream home today at JaycoHomes.com. Yes, you really can be home for the holidays.
On December the 16th, on National Wreaths Across America Day, join us at Bowling Green Garden Cemetery on Lover's Lane as we remember our veterans. At 9 a.m., you can help us place a wreath on the headstone of one of our fallen heroes. At 11 a.m., we will have a ceremony to pay tribute to those who have served our country, and we will honor America's active duty military and their families. Join us as we honor our American heroes this holiday season on December the 16th.
Welcome into sports. We've got plenty to catch you up on today. The WKU football team is getting ready to travel to Charlotte for the famous Toastery Bowl. The Tops are set to take on the Old Dominion Monarchs, a former Conference USA foe, on December 18th at 1:30 p.m. This will be the team's 5th straight bowl game, making WKU one of just 16 programs to do so since 2019. Ahead of the famous Toastery Bowl, head coach Tyson Helton spoke on how the team feels heading into Jerry Richardson Stadium.
It's a fun time right now because you get to go to a bowl. It's a sentimental time because for your seniors, this will be the last game that we get to be a part of that with them and some of the players that are in the portal. And then, it's kind of a time that you don't know what the future holds for some of your staff and your players, and so you're trying to work hard to put together another good team next year.
On Saturday, the WKU men's basketball team played in New York, taking down the Buffalo Bulls 82-65. It was a dominant performance from Coach Lutz's squad early as they led by 20 points at the half, and they maintained that lead throughout the finish to get their 3rd straight win. The Tops will be back in action tomorrow night as they take on the Wright State Raiders in Ohio. The Lady Toppers basketball team was also in action over the weekend, hosting Ball State in Diddle Arena on Sunday afternoon. The team's struggles continued, though, as they fell for the 3rd straight game, losing 59-67 to the Cardinals. And despite the end result, head coach Greg Collins believes his team fought hard and has plenty of room to grow after this game.
This team never quits. We keep fighting, and twice we had that thing, 3 times we had that thing and had a chance to really get back into maybe a single possession game or certainly a 2-possession game, and just never quite got it done. Took maybe some questionable shots down the stretch there, but we've just got to get better on those defensive boards and get some production around that rim.
Another big game in the Bluegrass over the weekend was the women's basketball matchup between the Kentucky Wildcats and the Louisville Cardinals. The teams faced off in the Yum Center on Sunday afternoon, and the Cards were able to get the victory, powered by 5 players scoring double digits. They defeat the Cats 73-61 in the rivalry match, and they'll take on Morehead State this Wednesday, while Kentucky will look to regroup against Furman next Sunday. And the Tennessee Titans are in action tonight down in Miami, coming off a tough overtime loss to the Colts. The team will now face the 2nd-best team in the AFC in the Dolphins. The game will begin in just under an hour, and Titans wide receiver DeAndre Hopkins spoke before the game on what it's like to play on Monday Night Football.
I wouldn't say it's, special, but obviously, everybody's watching. You want to go out there and perform your best, no matter what the record is. But, to us and to most players, it's just another game.
And that's Look at Sports, guys.
All right, Cole, everything's setting up tonight with the tornadoes this weekend. The news that Frank Wycheck passed away yesterday. I really hope the Titans rally around this and they're able to pick up the win tonight against the Dolphins.
Absolutely. It would be a huge upset, but, you know, I've seen crazier things happen.
Exactly, and with the situation the way it is, I think it's definitely a rallying point. Chris, I know we got a lot calmer weather that Titans fans can enjoy for sure.
A lot calmer. It's going to be a cold, cold night ahead. 27. That's it for an overnight low under that clear sky and a calm wind, but we should have a sunny, a little bit warmer day tomorrow. We're going to make it back into the 50s, which is where we should be this time of the year.
And the Titans are definitely glad they're down in Miami and they don't have to deal with this cold weather.
That is correct.
That's for sure. Well, we all want to thank you for joining us tonight for News 40 at 6. Have a great evening. We'll see you back here tonight at 10 p.m.
It's time to play Family Feud. Give it up for Steve Harvey.
How y'all doing? Thank you very much, everybody. I appreciate y'all. Yeah, I do. Come on now. Well, welcome to Family Feud, everybody. I'm your man, Steve Harvey. Got another good one for you today, returning for their second day from Westminster, Maryland. It's the champs. It's the Bosley family. And from Chicago, Illinois, V103, it's the Echoes family. Everybody's here trying to win themselves some cash. Somebody might have a shot driving out of here in a brand new car.